right, welcome back here, folks. Cool opportunity for TYSN and the province of Ontario, highlighting women's football and really how it's taken off in the province over the past couple of years. The OWFL has a couple of new teams to introduce this season, a couple right in the CAFA's backyard here in the Eastern Ontario region, and I have a very special guest to jump on and talk about the Bel-Air side of things. Rania Zamar, the offensive line coach and longtime coach with the Bel-Air Lions, offensive line coach with the U16 Women's Lions. Rania, how's it going, and how excited are you for this new initiative for Bel-Air?
Thanks for having me, Devin. Excited about the opportunity, and how it's going is pretty spectacular. There's something special in the air. We're doing something new and exciting, and you can it's palpable, right? We're in our preseason training, and the girls are working so hard, and they're so excited. It's awesome.
Yeah, absolutely. And I've seen a lot of the great content come out on socials of covering that. And I think it's really cool that there's a U16 and U19 team right off the bat here. So maybe talk a little bit about the process of getting these teams ready to go and really the ultimate decision on Bel Air's part to join this league and put two teams in at two separate divisions.
Yeah, absolutely. I have, two older boys. They came up playing Bel Air, and football just gave them so much, right? And one thing I absolutely love about the Bel Air Lions for sure is every year they had girls on their team. And I love that, right? We were always very inclusive and welcoming. And what we would hear is some of the girls played right up all the way through varsity, which was awesome. Some of them, though, kind of felt like, oh, I wish there was somewhere we could play where it was now going to be just girls playing girls, right? So we kind of took a bit of a poll. I mean, it's been a really long time that we've had girls playing football with us. And we took a little bit of a poll, and the interest was huge, right? And we know that that Cumberland has an offering, which is awesome, but we just felt there was a great need to bring more football to more young athletes in the city. So just thrilled. And yeah, to your point about U16 and U19, again, we just had so much interest when we kind of put it out to say, anybody out there interested in learning this great sport, right? So really, really thrilled to watch it come together and just to give a platform to some of these incredible athletes, like something special for sure.
For sure, definitely. And maybe speak a little bit about, I know you guys are out there practicing already and kind of gearing up and, getting the interest there, getting the practice in, teaching everybody the ins and outs and really celebrating the game. What's the vibe been like, and what's kind of the status of the two teams that you got there?
Oh, we're feeling good. We're feeling good, Devin. Yeah, it's so we have a kind of a off-season training, but for our girls program, for the OWFL program, it's really a preseason training. They're working really, really hard. They're pushing each other really, really hard, learning from each other, and it's football is just such a beautiful sport, right? Because there is a spot for everybody. It's really unlike any other sport where you look at some of these other sports, and everybody looks the same, in terms of their build and their ability and that kind of thing. But football has a place for everyone, right? And so, just it's so exciting to be able to bring that to more kids in the city. And the girls are just feeding off that energy. It's already where you see them go through like a ladder drill, and they're high-fiving each other back to the back of the line. It's like they've been together for a whole season already, and it's just been a few practices. So they feel it. It's something special we're building, and the coaches are just elated, right? We get coaches from the other sessions that are running in the dome, and they kind of make their way over to us like, oh, maybe I'll come help out here, right? Because you just want to be a part of it. It's so cool.
Yeah, it's truly groundbreaking, right? And that's a great segue into my next question because for Bel-Air, really one of the most storied franchises in NACAFA and in the Ottawa area, one of the oldest running tackle football programs in the Eastern Ontario region. And this will actually be the first time that the Lions embark on a provincial league, right? I mean, they play NACAFA every year, but that's really it. NACAFA flag and NACAFA. This will be the first time that Bel-Air, other than like the Fall Cup and things of that nature, the first time that Bel-Air plays teams out of the Ottawa region. So is there excitement in that alone throughout the program right now?
Absolutely. So there's, the girls are talking a lot about those bus rides and what that's going to look like for sure. And, we are just thrilled to be able to bring this, the girls program and participate across all of Ontario for sure. Part of the reason that I found myself at Bel-Air was because my husband played when he was a kid, right? He came up through Bel-Air. So, then my kids come up through Bel-Air. So it's, I'm going to say really, I mean, I love being a part of the OWFL. I'm so proud to do it through the Bel-Air Lions for sure. And yes, they're definitely thrilled about the idea of traveling and representing the pride outside of Ottawa for sure.
Yeah, it'll be great to see. I can't wait to see the Lions on the provincial stage, getting to see them growing up playing them, and it's really just cool to see. And we got three NACAFA teams now, three Eastern Ontario teams in the OWFL with you guys, Cumberland and Cornwall. So you can tell it's really growing, and that's kind of a question I had as well. Over the past few years, we've seen such growth with women's football, not only in the flag space, but now we're really seeing it on the tackle space with these national championships, with the OWFL itself. From that perspective, have you seen a significant growth for women's football, and do you see it growing even more in the future?
Absolutely, right. What we're seeing too is, the interest in high school football, right? And a lot of those girls too, they're going to finish up that high school season kind of just in time for this to kick off as well, right? So it's going to be a great way for those high school athletes to continue and build their skill through the OWFL. I've been a coach for a long time. I haven't always coached football. I coached basketball, flag football, many, many years. Even as a kid, I used to coach. And I'm not really sure, Devin, what I was expecting when I went to the Dome, but they impressed me. They really, really impressed me, right? They're tenacious, they work hard, they're athletic. They've got great, you can see, the ones already have really great football IQ, and you can see the ones that have all the pieces they need to build on that football IQ. So I'm not really sure what I was expecting, but I know my expectations are being blown out of the water by these athletes for sure.
So, Rania, where can people go and find more info about the Bel-Air Lions inaugural OWFL team and learn more info about the league and the team in general?
Yes, very easy to find. So all our socials are at Bel-Air_football. You'll see us on all our socials there. And our website is belairfootball.club/OWFL. And you'll get all the information you need there as well. Don't hesitate to reach out if you have questions. We're looking forward to bringing football to more athletes.
And maybe to finish this out here, maybe you can give your predictions for your U16 team. Who are some players to watch out for on this Bel-Air Lions U16 team? When do you guys officially get started and things of that nature?
So we've got some great athletes to watch out for this year. U16, we've got Rio and Sophie and Danica. And I'm going to say also shout out to Ava. Ava's one of our Bel-Air tykes all the way up through. And she actually makes all this swag that you see us walking around in. So she's a through and through Bel-Air girl. And for our U19s, we have Taryn, Kaylee, and Naomi. Really, really exciting athletes to watch for. And I think you're going to notice them out there. The first games are in the middle of May. I think our first game is May 17th. Like I said, though, we're already in full gear and training, but we are absolutely welcoming anyone that wishes to join for sure.
Well, that's great to hear. from TYSN, we are so excited to see these new teams embark on a new journey this spring. And really shout out to the OWFL for growing and making this an even bigger league this summer. I believe I read somewhere that it would be around 22 teams, 22 to 24 teams in the two age groups combined. So hopefully we can keep growing those numbers and get girls introduced even at a younger age, and start building out, U12 and U14 programs in the OWFL. I think everybody would love to see that. But yeah, everybody, make sure you go follow the OWFL everywhere you can. Follow Bel-Air everywhere you can. Make sure you go sign up if you haven't already. It's going to be a great experience. Kind of a groundbreaking experience for Bel-Air football, for women's football in the city of Ottawa, and for women's football in this province. So it's going to be great to see. Rania, thank you so much for jumping on with me here today, and I wish you the best of luck in the inaugural season.
Thank you so much, Devin. Appreciate the opportunity. Go Bel-Air! Lions!